Howdy y'all, it's Zach Dog Gaming, and I'm here with a Far Cry 4 map editor tutorial. This is a little bit different than my normal recording, because obviously it's not gameplay, it's a tutorial on how to make maps on Far Cry. I initially tried to do it all in one, but, however, it took like 30 minutes and I was only halfway done. So I'm going to do several tutorials, each focusing on a main aspect. Now, on this tutorial, we are going to be focusing on AI, the basics, and all of that. I've chosen an empty outpost map because it can just showcase the best of it. First of all, we're going to talk about AI in general. So up to 5 waves of AI. On outpost, the second wave is reinforcement. Each AI takes up a certain amount of the AI budget, and once that budget is full, you can't add any more AI to that wave. There's a variety of AI to choose from, as you can see here, in the different types. You can even add and pagan in. For the first wave of AI, there cannot be like vehicle enemies, but you can put an enemy. As you can see, he will appear and take up some of the enemy AI budget. And you can just drop in a couple AI, no matter what. Obviously, there are the basic types of enemies: the Snow Guard Sniper, the Snow Guard Rocket, the Snow Guard Soldier, the Charger Defender, and Sniper. Basically, for each one, there is a Sniper, a Soldier, Charger, Defender, Rocket. And there's different, like, army. There's also a couple guards. There's also a couple heavy gunner, and heavy flamer. And other than that, it's all, and just army heavy in general. And other than that, it's all basic, beheader. Those are all just general AI types. There are other things that add to the AI budget, however, and that is ambient AI in vehicles. For example, this Rebel. You'll notice ambient AI take up a budget of all 5 waves. So I would suggest only adding them at your own desire, as I don't really find them quite as important. There's another thing that'll take up all part of the budget. That's part of all of them, I believe. Give me a second, I have to go find it. But yeah, obviously animals, they take up a very little amount of all the waves. And then there's the vehicles. Vehicles will also take up AI budget. Anyway, so now we're going to go on to the wave 2, or reinforcements. Here you'll get a few more options. AI that come in vehicles. For example, the Guard Scavenger with 4 NPCs in it. You'll notice that takes up a huge chunk of the AI budget, but they can be incredibly powerful because of that. Just do, army truck. You'll notice decent bit of all the waves. And another reason for this is, you see that truck? It'll take up AI budgets for all of the waves, if I recall correctly. Yes, you see that blue mark? It'll go up for all of the waves. And that's the reinforcement wave, is wave 2. Now we'll get on to the extra waves. They can trigger on certain things. When one enemy is dead, 25% of the enemy is dead, 50%, or 75%. For this basic wave, we're going to go with 1. We can just add in any of those. What to do? It's pretty simple for the waves. They'll just summon on there, and that's that. Now there's another thing. That's AI navigation. Make sure this is a blank map, so it doesn't really apply. But all of your AI have to be under the AI nav mesh. Otherwise, they don't work. Same thing with vehicle nav mesh. You can also deploy any cover. I don't have any cover there. I'll talk about cover in a different episode. Now, There's a little bit more you can do, however, with the AI. As soon as I get there. Oh wait, it's still under AI. Anyway, there's another thing you can do with AI. That is animation points. These apply only towards certain things, mostly towards animals. As you can see, there's more for animals, but there's also for characters. For example, Shri-La, ground, talking, smoke. For example, if I were to put this under him, well, that's a really bad example, but this guy, he will smoke when he comes to there. Wait, nervous. And with objects, for example, sit on chair. They will sit in the chair. That is more complicated to use, but sculpt wood block. All kinds like that, animation points. Now, it's pretty basic things. I don't think you'll have any trouble with those. I don't really use animation points when I make my maps, but you can do it if